Students, welcome to our history class. We will now continue with the chapter 3, Effects of British Rule. We will now continue with our lesson. Before that, let us recap what we have learned. We learned in the previous video about various civil services, example, the various government officers who work for the maintenance and functioning of a country. We learned about economic policies that the British government implemented on the Indian farmers and what problems they had to face. We learned about a land revenue system in which we learned that the farmers had to pay taxes to the British government as per the size of the land they own. Then we learned about something called as cash crops. Cash crop means these are the crops which are only meant or only grown for the purpose of earning money, earning cash. For example, cotton, tobacco, tea, indigo, etc. British forced the Indian farmers to cultivate cash crops. Though they were beneficial or profitable for the British government, they were not that beneficial or they proved to be loss for the Indian farmers. And we learned about famine. Famine is a condition when there is no rainfall, you get no agriculture. Since you have no agriculture, you have no food to eat. This is what we learned in the previous video. We'll now continue with the next part of the lesson. Development in transport and communication system. Now we will study in this video what was the development made by the British government in section of transport and communication. Now transport, when you hear the word transport, something that comes in your mind is moving from one place to another. Different means of transport were airways, roadways, waterways, etc. These were started by the British government. And also communication means to communicate or to talk with one another. Various systems are there. For example, we have mobile phones, we have internet, we have WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. These all things were not present in India because India was not developed. Since the Britishers came to the country of India, they started various transport and communication system. We will now study what was the different communication and transport development made by the British government in India. Due to increase in trade, the British developed various modern facilities like transport and communication. Now trade is exchange of goods and services, import and export. Now obviously when the British government started producing various products in India, it was very important for them to transport. Now how would they transport? How would they carry the products from one place to another? It was very important for them to start something called as transport and communication. So in 1853, the first railway ran from Mumbai to Thane. So in the year 1853, when Britishers were ruling the country of India, they started the first railway in India, which ran from a distance of Mumbai to Thane. Now why do you think train was important? To carry all the goods, all the products produced by the British government. It was very important for them to transport or to take it from one place to another. And for that reason, railway was started by the British government, which ran in the year 1853 first from the place of Mumbai to Thane. You can see this was the first train that was started in the Indian country by the British government. In the same year, British started telegram system in India. Telegram system is such kind of system which is used or it was used to send a message or goods from one place to another. For example, you have the postgram. This is how I'm sure everybody must have seen sometimes or these such kind of stamps were available. Even today we find such types of stamps. These were basically used to carry things from one place to another. That was called as telegram system. Due to all this, all cities in India got connected to one another. Obviously, when all the development took place, people in India were able to communicate to one another and also transport from one place to another. British also started postal system. I think everybody knows what is postal, post office. When olden days, when there were no mobile phones, there were no computers, people used to exchange words or they would share their message by using something called as letters, and the person who would carry these letters was the postman by using something called as a postal system. This was a stamp which was posted on the letter to an address would be there from the person who is sending the letter to the person to whom the letter is being sent. So we can realize all the services India did use. Even today we are using such type of services. Of course, today we have become more modern, but before, maybe around 10-15 years ago, we did use such type of services to carry one message from one person to another, or to carry ourselves from one place to another. Now, as I said earlier also, this was the positive effects that the British made in the country of India. We cannot say that India was ruled by the British, so only all the negative effects happened in India. No, there were a lot of wonderful, beautiful developments made by the British government. Then, even today, we're using it for our purpose. So, all this development, there was a long time impact on the social life of the Indians. Before the Britishers, India was not developed. All these technologies or transport or communication was not familiar to the Indian people. Since the Britishers started all this, it was beneficial for the social life because people were able to communicate or contact or transfer from one place to another. Decline of traditional industries in India. Now, what is the meaning of traditional? Is old industry. Let us see what happened with the old industries that were there in India, why they got declined. Decline means to fall or to shut down. British government obtained huge taxes on the goods that were exported from India to England. Now, all the products that went from India to England, they were on that goods, there were huge taxes imposed. At the same time, very less tax were imposed on the goods that came from England to India. That was import and export. So all the products that went from India to England, lot of taxes the people have to pay. At the same time, all the products that came from England to India, there was very less tax. So because of this is called as import and export. Export is products going from India outside to another country, and import is all the products coming in India from other countries. This is called import export. Together it is called as trade. So goods produced in England were machine made, therefore there was maximum production. Obviously, as I told earlier also, England was a modern nation. All the development took place in the country of England, which adversely had effect on the country of India as well. Now, since we learned over here that lot of products did come from England to India, when the products that came from England to India, it was machine made. Since machines were used in England, the production was very faster. The same time, India, that was no machines used, and the same reason the production was less. So eventually, many Indian industries shut down due to heavy loss and people became unemployed. So we just learned about here that all the products that went exported from India to England, heavy taxes were imposed on them. And over here, people in India did not use machines. They used to use their hands. Manpower was used to make the products, and because of that reason, people were not able to pay heavy taxes that all the products which was exported to England. And for that reason, they had to shut down the various industries because they became bankrupt. They were unable to pay the loan that they took from the bank, and eventually they became unemployed. Unemployed means when you have no job, that is called as unemployed. So this is how was the condition of the Indian people, because the Indians were unable to pay the heavy taxes on the products that went from India to England. People had to shut down the industries. Development of new industries in India. Now, many Indian businessmen overcame the problems of capital. Capital means money. As I told just now, we learned that people became unemployed, they had to shut down the industries. There were a lot of other businessmen in India who overcame the problem, who tried to solve the problem, and even though they did not have any support from the British, they set up their own new business. So even though the Indian industries shut down, there were other businessmen, other merchants who started their own business. The following industries were then started in India. The first industry that was started in India by Kavasri Nanobai Davar. He started the first textile mill in Mumbai. Textile means industry that makes material, cotton, clothes. It's called as textile mill, started in Mumbai. You can see over here in the year. Next is first jute mill started in Rishra in Bengal. Jute sack which is used to carry heavy products, for example, rice, potatoes, onions are there in that. That is called as, that material which the bag is made up of is called as a jute. So these industries were started in India after the old industries were shut and new industries were started in India by the Indian businessmen. Third is Jamshedji Tata started the first Tata iron and steel industry in the place called as Jamshedpur in Bihar. Okay, these are the various industries that were started in the country of India by the Indian businessmen without the help of the British. And others industries that were started beside this were coal, is koila, next is metals, sugar, cement industries again were started by the Indian businessmen. This was all started during the British rule in India, and all these people who started were again the Indian businessmen who started various industries, and today they have become one of the most popular industries in the world. I'm sure all of you must have heard the word Tata industry. So these industries were started by the various Indian businessmen that time, and even today they have become world famous. So let us summarize what we have learned. We learned about development in transport and communication. We learned that because of to transport goods from one place to another, various transport was started. Among them was a railway, postal services, telegram was started. Because of this, people were able to communicate the various parts of the country. Decline of traditional industries, since the people or the Indian businessmen did not afford to pay huge taxes on the products that were exported from India to England, they had to shut down the industries. Development of new industries, again let's revise it. First was started in the year in Mumbai, that is first textile industry started by Khawajdi Nanobai Davar. Textile means cotton or clothes. Next industry was first jute mill industry started in Risra, a place in Bengal. And next was Jamshedji Tata started the first Tata iron and steel industry in Jamshedpur. Students, I hope this video is clear to you. I will continue this lesson in the next video. I request all of you to please watch the video and solve the assignment test. Besides this, on Monday, I will be giving you notes of chapter 1 and 2 and 3 all together in a PDF file format. So please refer to the PDF file format which I will be giving to you on Monday, not today. And please watch or look at the PDF file which will be having the notes of chapter 1, 2 and 3 of history. Thank you.